Yeah, that was Grant who called just before you came here.
Grant? What did he say?
Does it matter?
Yes, Taylor, of course it matters. What did he say? Are they married?
You know, you tell me again and again that you're over Brooke, and then you're standing here demanding to know if she got married.
Taylor, I'm just concerned, that's all.
Concerned?
Yes. What, do you think I'm lying?
No, I don't think you are, because you've probably convinced yourself that your feelings for her are resolved, but obviously they're not. Reg, you're not over Brooke. I mean, chasing down to her at the boat dock and then beating up your own brother. And I can tell right now that it's driving you out of your mind to find out if she got married. Isn't it? You know, you don't even have to answer that. I'm not going to torture you anymore. Yep, she did it. Brooke married Grant.
I'm sorry.
Relax. You have all the time in the world, the next 40 or 50 years. You want to talk about it?
No, it won't help.
Why don't you try?
I just can't believe I just married. He loves me. There is no doubt in my mind. And I really thought that that would be enough. I was wrong.
Look, I've told you 1,000 times that you're better off. Look, you may not believe that yet, but I do. Look, I'm going to take such good care of you. And I'm going to make you happier, happier than you've ever been in your life. Because I'm going to do something that Rich has never done. And that's appreciate you.
You don't think Rich appreciated me?
No. He let you get away, didn't he? Brooke, we can have it all. Careers, kids, each other. And we're going to be one of those couples that everyone wishes they could be like. And someday you're going to look back on all this and you're going to say, Ridge did me the biggest favor in my life. So you're not going to see that. It's not going to happen until you learn to let him go.
I know.
Give me your hand. You feel that? Do you feel how fast my heart is beating? It does that every time I get near you. See, I used to think that it would go away. But it never has. And it never will. Brooke, I am always going to feel about you the way I do right now. And I'm never, ever going to let you down. I promise.
I'll be right back.
Thorne?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Well, what happened?
I said I don't want to get into it, all right? It's just my idiot brother's way of trying to prove a point.
Well, way to go, Rich.
Thanks a lot. You on Ridge's side now?
Well, I certainly can understand how he must feel having to deal with somebody as stubborn as you.
He's the one who's stubborn, Macy. You don't even know what's going on.
Yes, I do. I spoke with your father.
My father?
Yes, when I was at the church waiting for you alone, I called him. Do you know how I felt when I found out that the wedding had been canceled and you hadn't even bothered to tell me? Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was?
I'm sorry.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Look, it's just been really a crazy couple of days. I've had a lot of family problems to deal with.
I'm your family, too.
But you haven't been in a state of crisis.
Our marriage is falling apart right in front of our eyes, and you don't think that's a crisis? No. I guess you wouldn't. No, our marriage is so low on your list of priorities these days.
All this because I didn't tell you about the wedding.
Now stop it, Thorne. You know it has more to do with it than that. You've barely spoken to me in weeks. And when you do, your voice is filled with anger and contempt.
You're imagining things.
Am I imagining that you forgot our anniversary? Or maybe you didn't forget. Maybe you just chose not to bring it up. We certainly haven't had very much to celebrate these days.
You're making way too big a deal out of
No,
this.
I'm not. In fact, I'm through trying to make anything out of it. You know when it became crystal clear to me? Here we've been trying to have a baby for months. The other day, I find out I'm not pregnant. Again. And I'm relieved. I'm relieved. So what does that tell you about us?
Macy,
I mean, we can't even hold a conversation and we're trying to have a baby. That's just insane.
honey, just calm down.
No, and don't try to pretend that you don't know what's happening here, because you do. And you know why it's happening. It's because of Claudia.
Oh, honey, don't.
Oh, come
don't
on. Ever
start.
since that woman came into our lives, things haven't been the same. You act like you care more about her than you do me.
That is not true.
Well, then why, Thorne? Why are you acting like this? Are you trying to punish me?
Of course not.
All I'm trying to do is save our marriage. Is that so hard to understand?
No, it's not. It's
well, then
not.
why are you doing this to
Because
me,
you're not the
Thorne?
woman I thought you were.
Ridge, why haven't I heard from you? Anything? Well, I guess it's too late now. 'Cause I'm with Grant and you're married. Wearing her ring. Sleeping with her. I've got to stop doing this to myself. I'm going to drive myself absolutely crazy. Besides, it's not fair to Grant. I am Mrs. Grant Chambers.
Oh, Brooke. You sure?
Well, you're upset.
Yes, I am upset. For Brooke. She doesn't deserve to get stuck with a guy like Grant.
So who should she be with? You?
There you go again, Doc, twisting my words.
What else am I supposed to think, Reg?
You're supposed to think, supposed to know, that I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You told me you don't listen to my words, you listen to my actions. What about that ring that I gave you? Not once, but twice. And all the times, the chances you gave me, the outs you gave me, that I never took. Must be a million times I could be with Brooke if that's what I wanted to do. And I turned them all down, Doc. And now, the one time I ask you to trust me, to give me the benefit of the doubt, you run scared. How can you do this to us? How?
How could I do this to us? Reg, do you think this is easy for me? I love you. I want to marry you.
Then we both want the same thing, Doc. Let's do it. It's not too late. We've got the license. We've got the minister. I could call our families. They'll meet us anywhere we want.
Oh, I'll bet Thorne won't.
Forget Thorne. Your dad can be my best man. Taylor, we could get married right here on the beach, under the stars. Who knows? It might even be better than what we planned. And tonight, I'll take you away someplace private, someplace perfect where we can be alone. I can finally show you how much I want you to be mine.
I can't. It's not the right time. Reg, you have to work through your feelings with Brooke.
Maybe my feelings aren't the problem here.
What?
Maybe it's yours. How much could you really care for me when a couple words from Thorne seem to have changed your mind about everything?
No, I haven't changed my mind. I want to be your wife, but not like this.
God, I could just kill him for doing this to us.
Thorne was just trying to make us think rationally about a commitment that we were going to make.
Great. So he's the hero now. I'm the bad guy trying to take advantage of you to trap you into a loveless marriage, is that it?
That is not what I just said.
Well, if that is how you feel, Doc, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We shouldn't get married.
Old buddy, you may not have stopped my wedding, but you're doing a damn good job of screwing up my honeymoon. I don't think it would make it worse if Brooke found out that you did come down the marina and tried to stop the wedding.
Captain Harper speaking.
Yeah, Captain Harper, this is Grant Chambers.
Mr. Chambers, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Listen, I need to ask you a question. If I would need to hold all my calls, how do I do that?
Same way you would on land. Unplug the line.
Oh, great. Thanks.
I didn't mean that.
I think you did.
No, Macy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not the woman you thought I was. Apparently, this isn't the marriage I thought it was.
Macy.
No. I'm going to go see my mother for a few hours, and when I get back, I want you gone.
Macy, you can't be serious.
I'm not going to live here with somebody who feels about me the way you obviously do.
Splitting up is not the answer.
Oh, stop it, Thorne. You don't want to be here any more than I want you here. So let's just stop hurting each other and let it go.
Honey? I don't want to put any pressure on you, so I think I'm going to go topside. Okay? All right, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Grant. Don't go.
You sure you don't need more time?
Come back to bed, Grant.
Well, yes, ma'am. Oh.
My husband.
This is the real thing, Brooke. It's you and me forever.
Are you sure you have the right listing for the legend? Could you try it one more time for me? All right. Thank you anyway.
Never gonna let her go, huh?
Not a word, Thorne, not one word.
Why should I say anything? You're the one who keeps proving my point. I mean, I find you here, frantically trying to reach Brooke on the phone.
When are you gonna get it, Thorne? I care for Brooke, yes. I don't want her to make a stupid mistake. That doesn't mean I want to run off with her.
You're not fooling anyone, Ridge, except maybe yourself.
Oh, here it comes, that smug, self-righteous, I did it for you routine.
Well, you can be ticked off all you want, but one of these days you're gonna thank me for doing this.
Thank you? For what? For ruining my life? For butting in where you don't belong?
No, Ridge, for forcing you to be honest with yourself and the woman you claim to love. You know what? Forget this. This is pointless.
What's with the baggage?
Nothing.
You staying here?
You got a problem with that?
Would Macy throw you out? She did.
We're having some trouble.
Well, now, isn't this rich? If you spend half the time on your own relationship that you spend meddling in mine, you wouldn't even have this problem.
You think this is funny?
I'd like to feel sorry for you, Thorne, but I can't because this is just all too perfect. You come around here acting like you got all the answers when really, you're completely out of touch.
You want to talk about being out of touch? The woman you love is off honeymooning with another man. And here you are trying to reach her on the damn phone. You belong with Brooke, Ridge. Now, either you're too stubborn or too stupid to admit it. I don't know. But deep inside, you know it's true. You know it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Grant, it's our honeymoon.
Don't worry about it. I love you, Brooke. We'll make this work out. You believe that, don't you?
Of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Excuse me.
She's still hung up on you, Forrester. But not for long. Not for long.
Could it be that the endless search for an AIDS cure is finally over? Meet a man who was once preparing to face death, but now feels he has his life back. Tonight at 7:30, get a glimpse of hope from Extra on News Channel 3.